This is Kate Avery from Air and Space, and I'm here with my dear friend Kevin Tulimieri at Liverant Antiques in beautiful Colchester. And Kevin, you've got some amazing signs here. Do you want to tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Kate. Happy to be here. Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure. I always love coming to the shop.
Yeah, we have a couple signs from the Collinsville Axe Company out there in Canton, Connecticut, right on the Farmington River. And this is Welcome to Collinsville, home of the famous Collinsville axes.
Wow.
And this is the By Collinsville picks. They are the best. So there's a little bit of pride in their craftsmanship, and they had every reason to be pride. And with a lot of the antiques, I really enjoyed the history that goes along with them, and these both really tell a story. I love the form of this sign and the shape of the axe. In Collinsville, and Collins axes were the most popular, most famous axes of their time. The company was founded by two brothers, David and Samuel Collins, in 1826, and these were the first ready-made axes that were available on the market. Otherwise, you had to go to the local blacksmith and ask for one axe at a time.
So this was far more consumer friendly.
That's right, and this was real production in 1826. Wow. They had 8 men working, making 8 axes a day.
So they were pretty ahead of their time then.
They were, and from the axes, they really perfected a 4-step process that had to do with forging, tempering, and polishing and shaping the blade.
So it was like an assembly line almost.
Yeah, they really kind of got it down to a real, almost scientific, specific process, and each one of those 8 men had their own duties within that 4-step process.
So when do you think these signs date from?
Well, this sign, I think, has a really nice iron hardware on the side, and it's an interesting sign because it's canvas on a heavy wooden frame.
That's not something you see very often.
No. And the way it is worded, Welcome to Collinsville, this must have hung outside at the town border.
Which, considering it's in really nice condition.
Yes, yeah, and actually that's a good point.
Do you want me to hold pickaxe?
Sure, hold the pickaxe for a second. And one important aspect of signs is that you'll always have one side that's not quite in as good a condition as the other side. These are the sides that face north or northerly, and they get more wear from the weather.
So that's a good way to spot a authentic sign versus a reproduction one, I would think, as well.
It's really important, yes, really important to know that about signs. And on any given sign, 2-sided sign that hung outside open to the air, you would get additional weather on the northern side. So this sign probably the company was in business until 1966, and I'm going to guess this one dates from the turn of the century, 1900 up to about 1940, just because the way it's constructed and the materials, the age, and the wear factor.
Absolutely.
This one is a little bit earlier.
I agree.
So in the 1840s, they started to expand, but outside of making axes. They added plowshares, and then by the 1860s and 1870s, they were making machetes and all different types of edge tools. By 1860, they were making over 150 different types of machetes and selling them in 35 different countries.
That's incredible.
So their machetes were as popular, more popular than their axes, and at the height of their production, they were making over 1,300 different types of edged tools.
So they really knew their business.
That's right. And so when they were expanding in the 1870s is when they got into pickaxes, and this shows the design of the sign and the materials of that period. So it really seems appropriate. Has the gold leaf in the lettering, and then a textured. It has this nice kind of sand texture to the black paint that makes it really opaque and gives it that kind of...
And is this one double-sided too?
This one is double-sided as well.
And do you think that this was also hung outside, or would this have been like an indoor display for a shop?
That's a good question. This doesn't show as much wear on one side or the other, although a little bit. So this might have been an in-the-store display, or it was something that was put out, then taken in.
It's beautifully
maybe even,
graphic.
yeah,
I love how bold it is.
really graphic, yeah. And it
so
really,
much
you know,
fun.
to find these objects that are, you know, larger than life examples
Absolutely.
of something that's an earlier made object.
And the perfect
smaller made
example of
object,
something that had a utility very specific to begin with, and now is art and can be hung on the wall and enjoyed.
Yes. Yep.
Great piece of Connecticut history. And
Thanks.
will these be in your booth at the Connecticut Spring Show?
We have plans to bring these to the Connecticut Spring Show and hang these in our booth, and maybe they'll go back to Collinsville.
That would be wonderful. And how many years has Liverant Antiques been setting up at the Connecticut Spring Show?
Every year it's been available. So I think that's 46 years.
46 years,
yeah.
wow.
Yep. So Nathan Liverant and Son was established in 1920. Our owner, Arthur Liverant, is the third generation owner. Nathan was his grandfather, and his father Zeke is the son. And so we're coming up on 100 years next year.
Just incredible. Well, thank you so much, Kevin.
You're welcome.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
Kate.
it.
Thanks for coming by.
Okay, let's hope that it was recording, because that was really good.
All right.
Yep.